Hey boys and girls, we're going to go ahead and review question number 3, and this is from page 83. The school choir ordered 784 pies to sell for a fundraiser. The pies were shipped in large protective cartons that each held 9 pies. So they're going to take that total of 784 pies and they're putting them in cartons, which are like boxes, and each box can hold 9 pies. So splitting them up into groups of 9. After the large cartons were filled, any pies left were shipped in smaller individual boxes. That means by themselves. So how many pies were shipped in individual boxes? So we're almost like we're looking for the leftovers, any remaining pies that couldn't fit in the large carton. So it seems like we need to take the total of 784 and we are going to put them into groups of 9 because each large protective carton can hold 9 pies. So we're trying to see how many groups of 9 can we make. So that screams out division to me. We're taking our large total, breaking it up into groups that have 9 in them. So we're going to take 784 divided by 9 and use our division strategy to solve this problem. Okay, so if we have 7, we know that it's not enough to make a group of 9. So we can't make any groups of 9. 0 times 9 is 0. 7 minus 0 is 7. Still have that 7, bring it to the 8 to make 78. So thinking about my multiplication facts, my multiples of 9, it looks like the closest I'm going to get to 78 would be 9 times 8, which would give me 72. Because if we would do 9 times 9, it would be too much. It's going to give us 81. So 9 can go into 78 8 times. And 8 times 9 actually equals 72. We're going to subtract 78 minus 72, and we're going to be left with 6. So bring your 6 over to your 4 to make 64. So now we got to think, okay, if I have a total of 64, how many groups of 9 can I make? I know 9 times 5 is 45, 9 times 6 is 54, 9 times 7 is 63. That's actually going to get me really close because we can't do 9 times 8. That's going to give us too much of 72. So 9 can go into 64 7 times, and 7 groups of 9 equals 63. And when we subtract 64 minus 63, that's actually going to give us a remainder of 1. So let's talk about the answer of 87 remainder 1. When you look at your multiple choice answers, that's not an option. So let's go back and reread the second half of the problem. After the large cartons were filled, any pies that were left over were shipped in smaller individual boxes by themselves. So how many pies were shipped in those individual boxes? So our 87 represents that there are 87 full cartons, and that means those full cartons had 9 pies inside of them. Well, after they put the pies into the big cartons, our remainder 1 means that there's 1 pie that's left over. There's not room in the large cartons for this extra pie. So just like the question says, they're gonna have to ship this pie in a smaller individual box all by itself. So when we are interpreting a division answer, for this particular problem, we are not going to use the 87. We're just going to be focused on our remainder 1 pie that's left over. So the answer to question number 3 is going to be A. There's going to be 1 pie that's shipped individually by itself because there's 1 pie that was left over.